I'm Slash, and I am at Soundwave in Sydney, Australia. It was great, man. Fucking the best Soundwave that I've been part of. You know, I get asked a lot about whether I like doing the outdoor stadium stuff or if I like to do the inside clubs. And I'm always like, well, I like to do the intimate things, but when it comes down to the outdoor shows with all those people, if you connect with that audience, then it works out really great. And this has been one of those little runs where we've really connected with a lot of people that are listening for a lot of different bands. So it's been cool. You know, it's actually really hard to describe it if you've never been here, because if you've never been here, you've probably never been to Australia, for one. And this one happens to be a 2-day thing, so like one lineup is playing, say, in Sydney, while the other one's playing in Melbourne, and then it flips-flops around. You'd have to experience it. I couldn't give you, in a sentence, a good description. Really, when it comes down to it, you know, you spend all your time getting to the gig and you know, in flying on the days off, you're flying from city to city. And by the time you've done with all the traveling, even though the flights are only an hour or 2 hours, by the time you're done with that whole thing of moving the whole entourage from point A to point B, you're in there in time for dinner, and that's basically it. So I haven't done much at all except for go out for dinner. When I'm traveling, you know, long distances like this, we started out in Asia, so we went from LA to Asia. I read and sleep. You know, if I can sleep, that's great, but the rest of the time I spend reading. But I just finished, I think I read Camilla on the way here. I've been reading a lot of stuff from different writers who are potential people I might work with in the movie space, in the horror genre movie space. And so I've been reading a lot of more or less unknown writers' works to see which guys are the right fit and so on. And right now I'm reading Adam Neville's The Ritual. It's awesome so far. I just started it. I've already started working on the new stuff. Well, this is the place, I mean, On the Road is the platform that I find is the easiest for me to work on new material. It's easier here than it is for me to do when I'm at home. So I just, I get going, I start, you know, I take my phone and I record ideas on the phone, and then we jam stuff in sound checks, and we have sound checks. You know, so compile a bunch of ideas, and then when the tour's over, we'll go home, you know, and sort of hash them out. You know, I don't want to be one of those long line of musicians that tell you one thing that it's not even credible, because they're so far away from actually doing it that it's going to change so many times. So I'll just leave it. It is what it is at this point. We'll see. It's going to be good though. It's going to be cool.